Hi, my name's Ken and welcome to the first of hopefully many iFactor moments. And the way we're going to do the iFactor moments is by using the iFactor book and the set of iFactor cards. It's funny enough, it's an idea that just came to me today, and I just thought, well, how can I share the thoughts and the principles in the book, the thoughts and the principles that have helped me to get through some troubled times? And I thought, well, a great way would be these iFactor moments. And the way we're going to do it is quite simple. I'm just going to use the cards here, and I'm going to cut the pack, and I'm going to see which iFactor I come out with, and I'm going to read a passage from the book. And I hope what I read to you resonates with you in some way, and you can find some form of inspiration from it. So here we go. So let's take the cards. You can do this yourself if you have the iFactor cards. It's very, very simple. They contain 52 of the iFactors, and they're actually a pack of 4 playing cards. So I'll cut the pack and see what my energy draws out. I feel like a magician at the moment, but now let me see. Here we go. Right, so I'll cut the pack. Let's see. iFactor number 13. Do I have someone to lean on in my times of need? That's the question. Each iFactor actually starts with a question. So this is, do I have someone to lean on in my times of need? And I think it's a really important fact. iFactor, it's a really great question. Do you have someone to lean on in your times of need? And many of us don't. And sometimes when we don't, we can feel like the world hasn't given us what we deserve. And you know, me being a mentor is a perfect example about young people leaning on me. I suppose that's why I do the work I do, and I really get a lot of satisfaction from it. So this is the way you work. You go to iFactor number 13, page 51. All the iFactors are listed in the contents. So let's find page 51. Each iFactor starts with a question, and this is the question: do I have someone to lean on? And then what it leads on to is a passage that helps you reflect on the question, because the iFactor is all about you. That's all it is. It's a process of introspection where you examine your life, your thoughts, your beliefs, your paradigms without bringing anyone else into it. So the question that was asked, do I have someone to lean on? And this is the passage within the book that will help you possibly reflect a little bit more on the question. And each iFactor starts with a beautiful quote, and the quote on this occasion is, lean on me when you're not strong, I'll be your friend, I'll help you carry on, by Bill Withers. You know that song, remember that song? Okay, so this is the passage. Throughout our lives we are constantly facing new challenges and having to make decisions that we are not 100% sure about. When it comes to these times in our lives, who can we turn to? I believe an effective strategy is to find yourself a mentor and develop a good relationship with him or her. The use of mentoring to improve performance have grown dramatically in recent years. This popularity results in part from compelling testimonies by youths and adults alike, who themselves have benefited from the positive influence of someone who has helped them endure personal, academic or career crisis. This is definitely my field. I've been a mentor for many, many years, and this passage is already resonating with me and bringing back some good memories and thoughts to me. You might know the lyrics from the song Bill Withers. Lean on me when you're not strong, I'll be your friend, I'll help you carry on. This is what a mentor does. They help you to carry on, they feed your mind with new ideas and strengthen your will. The mentoring relationship you develop can take many forms. This depends on you and your mentor. Sometimes you may need detailed help, or simply a fresh and objective perspective on a task. We all need someone to lean on sometimes. There's nothing wrong with that. You may have someone who acts as a mentor already in your life. Great. If you do, recognize and appreciate them and build on that relationship. Everyone needs a safe place to open up. A mentor can be a confidential sounding board for your frustration, anger, fear and excitement without concern about judgment. A mentor can play an invaluable role in your self-awareness, developments and achievements. Now that's I-thinking. That's the passage. Do you have someone to lean? Do you have someone to lean on? I mean, when I think about what I do, I have some great people who I can lean on in my time of needs, people who I can call up at any time when I need some advice or some feedback. I think it's incredibly important. But I also think one of the areas when you're looking at having someone to lean on is first about showing some vulnerability, because invariably we don't like to be vulnerable, and there may be people around us who can help us, but because we always want to appear strong, they feel he's fine or she's fine, she doesn't need or he doesn't need the help. So that passage is all about appreciating the fact that we all need help, that there's nothing in this world that's ever been done by any one person. We all need someone to lean on at times, and it's not a sign of weakness. In fact, it's potentially a sign of strength. So open up. Let people know at times that you need help. They won't necessarily see it as weakness, and in the long run, it will not only help you in your personal and business life, but it will help increase your circle of friends and help with your relationships. So that was the first iFactor moment. I hope the passage had something in it for you. I hope it resonated with you in some way. We're going to be doing some more of these, and if you come back to the iFactor TV from time to time, you'll see their new ones. So for now, you have an inspiring time, and don't forget, adopt a continuous and never-ending improvement mindset in all areas in your life. Believe you can, think you can, believe you will win, and you will. For now, that's all from Ken Barnes.